Hello, everybody. I know many of you out there are well empowered within yourself to know how your narcissist works, their strategies, the way they think, the way they go about things. And here's some other things that empowering yourself and knowing about narcissism as much as you do. This is something else that empowering yourself about narcissism can also help you choose future relationships, like friendships, maybe your next boyfriend, girlfriend, is knowing how they think because you already have first-hand experience having a narcissistic mother and or both parents with the enabling father. Now you know what to look for. And being choosy and being wise of what type of relationships that you want with other people because we all can't just go through life super paranoid and not have a social life and not have any friends. Uh, but it's good to be aware of what to look out for. And if you catch those things early, then you know to end the relationship, regardless of what type of relationship it is. And I want to share a very recent experience. And I'm not going to mention his name by any means. And my fiance and I, like I said, we've been together for well over 9, almost 10 years, and I've never hidden anything from him. And he knew that I had developed a crush over this professional bowler. I mean, I can't say he bowls in the PBA 50 tour. Sometimes he bowls on the regular tour sometimes. And he happened to be in town very recently. And I used to be one of his Facebook friends and always tried to encourage him and try to help him look at things positively. And as time went on, I noticed how negative about his own bowling game. I mean, many of his other friends tried to encourage him and try to be positive. And, you know, the more I knew, see, I used to always think that a narcissist loves themselves. But now, with many more YouTubers and articles that I've read about it, that's not absolutely not true. It's actually narcissists hate themselves for whatever reason. And this professional bowler that I grew very, very fond of. I mean, not only was he very attractive, but I loved the way he bowled because he throws a ball similar quite to mine, and I've studied him and everything else, and this helped improve my game. And when he came to town, he noticed me right away. And every type of positive thing I threw at him, he just says, well, I know I could do better. I'm not happy with this. Even though, I mean, he was bowling well over 200 games consistently. And I was trying to get him to really think positively. And I think the second day when I came by and seen him, and of course my fiance was there with me the first night I saw him, and I happened to have a PBA pin, bowling pin that belonged to my daughter. I wanted him to sign, so that's the reason why I came and saw him the next day. And unfortunately, my fiance couldn't attend with me, but he knew where I was going to be. Like I said, I've never hid anything from him, and we don't hide anything from each other. But we have that trust, and he trusted me enough to go out there and see this person, see this pro bowler that I really, really like. And you know, I only got 5 minutes with him after he got done bowling all his 8-game qualifying rounds. And I got to talk to him for 5 minutes. And in that conversation, I really detected that he really, really hated himself. He's always down on himself. And I even thanked him for helping me with my bowling game, because a while back I sent him a video of me bowling and he gave me some pointers, and I worked on him and improved my game as well as I studied him and took some elements of his game and incorporated them into mine. And that also helped improve my game. And when I thanked him personally, guess what he said to me? He says, I didn't help you with your game. I didn't help you. And I could have let that hurt me, but I didn't. So I basically told him, you actually gave me the tools to help me improve. And he didn't. And the last thing I remember saying to him was basically that I've been bowling for 20 years, and from things that I've read, and from even all the coaches that I've ever worked with my bowling game, they all say to me, pick the professional bowler closest to your style, closest to the way you bowl, and study that pro. When I told this bowler that, he just really quickly cut off the conversation. He says, well, it was nice talking to you, and that was it. But I just detected a certain tone in his voice. I detected a certain, he signed my daughter's pen and everything, which was cool. But anyway, for the longest time, I prayed and I asked God, well, why is he so negative? Why is, no matter what encouragement I try to throw his way, or even when I used to be on his Facebook page, many other fans had even thrown encouragement to him and tried to encourage him, and all he could ever do was to say something very, very negative. So I'm starting to see that, I'm starting to begin to realize, and God revealed it to me in my heart, that the reason why this person is the way he is because he hates himself. And it dawned on me. It's like, what? I'll never ever see him ever encourage himself, ever really try to think positive or try to develop to be mentally strong. Because bowling is a very tough sport. It's just more than just throwing the ball down a lane and all that. It's a lot more to it. But anyway, when I started to realize, and God revealed to my heart, that he hates himself, right there was a red flag that just tells me to not ever speak to him ever again. And if he keeps being this way, and this is the thing though, he's known as a tour as Gentleman, I'm not going to say his name, but he's Gentleman, I say Gentleman J. And that's not really his official name, but Gentleman J, that's just the first letter of his name. So I say Gentleman J just to be safe. And so he has this persona to be a gentleman, to be the most nicest guy on the tour, when really in reality he wasn't. I saw the dark side of this person, and I just know I could sit there and feel sorry for him, and just knowing that he hates himself tells me that he's a narcissist. And it's really, really sad, because I really had grown fond of him, not because he was attractive, but the way he bowled, and inspired me to bowl better, and didn't even take no credit for any type of appreciation I threw at him. So he really treated me like I didn't matter. So right there, I know not to let that hurt me because I've already am a survivor of a narcissistic mother. Because every time I would try to love somebody, even my own mom, she rejected me. So the same thing goes for this professional boy that I've grown quite fond of and had the greatest crush on him. And, you know, because he was good looking, I mean, it didn't mean I wanted to get in her sheets with him or anything else like that. My, I love my fiance. I love what we have, and that man's not worth me throwing away what I have. But the type of crush that I have on him is just God made a very handsome creature, and I'm just admiring it. He's got a nice face, he has nice eyes. Might not say he's got a nice ass, can't help the look. I'm a woman, I'm going to stare, and my fiance knows this. You know, I don't hide anything from him. I never have, never will. But just his personality just really makes it very, very ugly. And knowing and realizing of how much he does hate himself tells me to just love this person from a distance. And all I can do is really, really pray for this person. You know, let this person go. Let this person be. Because, and of course, a long time ago, I've unfriended him on Facebook. I've also disliked the page I used to belong to. Had him that he was the owner of that page or some type of business page or whatever. And I decided that, I'm done with this person. I mean, I'll continue to admire his bowling. I'll continue, you know, I'll continue to admire his bowling, but I'm just not going to follow him all that much anymore and just let it be and just find another bowler to really admire. And there's other bowlers besides him that I really do like, and that's won way more titles than he has, and that, you know, has way more better attitude. So I know to surround myself around different professional bowlers that's won lots of titles, that has the mental strength to fight through every tournament. Yeah, I mean, even the greatest pros don't win all the time. I know that, but I want to become a professional bowler myself, and I just need to surround myself and follow and be a fan of bowlers that have a good attitude, and I know who they are, and I'm basically dropping this person that I became so fond of, admire him from a distance, but I'm not going to surround myself with this person. I won't. It's like as soon as I knew that he hated himself and the way he treated me, I already, from knowing from first-hand experience what I know about narcissism, I really realized he's a narcissist himself. And what's funny is that he bowls on a team called the Narcissist. And I'm not going to go any much further than that. But, I'm done with this person. I know to let this person go, admire him from a distance, move on. So this is what empowerment does. I mean, when it comes to whether you want to have a relationship with somebody, a friendship, being a fan of a celebrity, or just um, boyfriend, girlfriend, future husband, but once you know that empowerment and you see those signs of a narcissist, you know right there to just let that person go. And that's what I've decided to do, is really let this person go. And I know this person's never going to change. He never will. And I can't be surrounded by his negativity. And I won't. I won't surround myself with somebody who's always negative and don't love themselves in a good, healthy way. So having an experience like many of you have, really, it really helps you with your expectations on what to expect from a relationship. It doesn't have to be a love relationship, but like a friendship, because we all have to have friends. You know, we all have to have friends. Whether it be guy friends, women friends, you know what I'm talking about. So, but I really wish this person well, and I really hope that this person really gets their stuff together. I hope. But I just know I can't be around someone who's negative and someone who does not love themselves in a healthy way. I don't want to become a part of it. And what strikes me is that this person is going to be teaching a college bowling team, which I'm not going to mention, but he got hired on as a coach. And I'm thinking, how can he, whoever's hiring him as a coach really puzzles me. But anyway, maybe he's good at hiding that, because narcissists are good at hiding their true selves, and I'm sure this person is very capable of hiding who he truly is. But I followed this pro for about maybe 3 years, and I decided no longer follow this person ever again. And so I just cut my losses and say, okay, there's other pros out there that I could like and admire. Don't have to develop a crush on them, but just admire and like because of their positive attitude and the work that they had to do and the sacrificing that they had to do to get where they're at, to get to the type of bowlers that they're at. Very elite bowlers that's won tons of titles, more than this pro bowler that I used to follow ever will. You know, he hasn't won that much title as on the regular PBA tour, and I think he's only won like what, 2 titles on the senior tour, whereas the other bigger pros on tours won way more than that. 20, 30, 40 titles and more. This person's not going to really amount to anything, to say the least, because of his attitude. But anyway, that's really not my fish to fry. I just know to let that person be and surround myself with positive people. Pro bowlers that are positive about themselves, about their game, because that's what I want to become within the next couple of years, Lord willing. It's actually one of my dreams. So anyway, I'll wrap this video up. Please like and share my videos as you please, and give me your feedback. Tell me what you think, and for those of you that's newly found my channel, I welcome you with loving open arms. And for many of those of you that really follow me for as long as I've had this channel, or have been following me for quite some time, I really appreciate your support, and I appreciate just continuing to follow me, and I'm hoping that I'm making a difference in your recovery. I hope that I am. I like to become that inspiration to you. And I just say keep plugging away. Each day is a new day. Each day, new attitude. Each day is a new day. You got to have a new attitude. Continue to move forward and make progress, and you will get there. So anyway, for all of you out there, whether you subscribe to me or not, I really thank you and appreciate your feedback on all of my videos. And I'll see you real soon. So this is Mary Allen signing off. I wish you love, peace, and happiness. Until next time, thank you. Take care.